Excuse me, sir. We've had the two witnesses in support, so your name and affiliation.
Urge your support.
Thank you. Sorry to cut you off, but everyone's playing by the same rules here. Thank you. Next witness.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman, members. Julianne Broyles here on behalf of the California Association of Joint Powers Authorities, self-insured employers who ask for your support of the bill.
Thank you.
Kristen Hare with the California Arthritis Foundation Council in support.
Mr. Chairman, Tom Riley with the California Academy of Family Physicians and its 7,000 members urge your support.
Andrew Governor, Governmental Advocates on behalf of Bay Bio urge your support.
Devin Whitney with the California Healthcare Institute also in support.
Witnesses in opposition, please come forward.
Thank you, Mr. Chair and members. Nick Luizos with the California Association of Health Plans. First of all, I'd like to thank the author for the level of dialogue around this bill. Our members have raised a number of compliance-related concerns, and the author's taken a series of amendments that have made the bill better. So at this time, we're currently reviewing the latest set of amendments to determine whether that impacts our position moving forward. Thank you.
Mr. Chair and members, Maureen Higgins representing Express Scripts, which is a pharmacy benefit management company. Express Scripts manages the pharmacy benefit for its clients who are health plans, employers, and labor trusts. They operate in all 50 states, and they would actually prefer a federal standardized form. There has been work done on this at the federal level, most notably the National Council for Prescription Drug Programs. This is a nonprofit organization that includes providers and health plans and drug companies and PBMs and others. And they've started the national dialogue on this and created some task forces on e-prescribing and on prior authorization. They are very close to convening a business-supported pilot program on this. So even though we appreciate the amendments that the author has taken to actually ask the two regulators to take into account what they do at the federal level, it's not required, and therefore we could end up with a California-only prior authorization form. That would increase our costs, and therefore we're opposed. Thank you.
Thank you. Other witnesses in opposition? Seeing none, member questions or comments? Dr. Pan?
Actually, this is a question for the opposition. I understand there was a statement that there was a move at the federal level. Is this something? Oh, Ms. Higgins? All right. On the other hand, well, maybe you can.
I think she said they would prefer that we be done at the federal level.
And I understand. However, at the federal level, is this something that would be mandatory federally, or is this simply a voluntary effort by a group of people coming together?
His question went to the federal. You made reference to federal development, whether that's...
Right. It's not a mandatory thing, Dr. Pan. It's my understanding that this group is a voluntary nonprofit organization with those members attached, and they are having a dialogue on it, but it's not mandatory as far as I understand it.
Okay. So and in my point of view, I would see that we should... Well, normally I'd say, but I think we should move forward at the state level if there is a mandatory federal that therefore ensure standardization addresses the issues that I think Dr. Haskins brought up. I think we can always change our laws here to conform to that if that's appropriate. But I would be in support of this bill, and I would and I would make the motion for the bill. Thank you.
We have a motion and a second. I had a question for the author. Is it possible that if California moves forward on this, this could in fact be a model that would be reviewed at the federal level?
I would hope so.
Thank you very much. Any other questions or comments? Seeing none, would invite the author to close.
Thank you for your time, Mr. Chair and members, and I would respectfully ask for an aye vote.
And this is a due pass as amended to appropriations. The author has accepted the amendments as author's amendments. Ask the clerk to call the roll.
Monning?
Aye.
Monning, aye. Logue? Amiano? Amiano, aye. Atkins? Atkins, aye. Bonilla? Bonilla, aye. Eng? Eng, aye. Garrick? Gordon? Gordon, aye. Hayashi? Hernandez? Hernandez, aye. Lowenthal? Mansour? Mitchell? Mitchell, aye. Nastandi? Nastandi, aye. Pan? Pan, aye. Perez? Silva? Smythe? Smythe, aye. Williams? Williams, aye.
That has 12. The bill is out. Thank you, Senator. Thank you. Now, members, I want to thank you for your attention and patience and focus this afternoon. I think we are through our agenda. We do have a number of bills on call. What we're going to do is call those bills that are on call first. So before the rush to add on, I would ask you to hold your seats, and I will ask the clerk to call the roll of absent members on the following bills. We'll start with item 2, SB 36 by Senator Simitian. Ask the clerk to call absent members.
Logue? Logue, no. Bonilla? Bonilla, aye. Gordon? Gordon, aye. Hayashi? Lowenthal? Mitchell? Mitchell, aye. Smythe? Smythe, aye. Williams? SB 36. Williams, aye. It's 13.
Amiano? Do you have Amiano?
I have you as an aye.
So that bill has 13. It is out. Members, I would ask you to give me your undivided attention. We're now going to move to item 3, SB 41 by Senator Yee. Ask the clerk to call the roll.
Logue? No. Logue, no. Atkins? Aye. Atkins, aye. Bonilla? Aye. Bonilla, aye. Hayashi? Mitchell? Aye. Mitchell, aye. Pan? Aye. Pan, aye. 11.
That has 11. That bill is out. We're now going to move to item 6, SB 222 by Senator Alquist. Ask the clerk to call the roll.
Logue? Logue, no. Atkins? Atkins, aye. Bonilla? Bonilla, aye. Hayashi? Mitchell? Mitchell, aye. Pan? Pan, aye. Perez? Perez, aye. Hayashi, aye. 13.
Garrick?
I have to stop voting.
On SB 222?
Garrick, no. Okay. It's 13.
That has 13. The bill is out. That does the bills on call. Now, members, again, before the rush here, what I'm going to recommend is if you need to add on, I'm going to ask the clerk to go in bill order so it makes her job a little bit easier. I'd ask you to please pay attention as she calls the bill, and then if you need to add on, do so when she's going through the roster on that particular bill. Thank you.
Start with 1, EGR 12. Amiano. Aye. Aye. We just did.